Hello, everyone. Welcome to Quest Unplayed. We're missing Zach today. I already see the merches. They've already showed it to us. But yeah, this is Quest Unplayed, where we talk about video games and just chill with the people. Talk about video games. I'm your co-host, George, and today's podcast is joined by Anthony.
Hey everyone.
And we have two guests today, Roberto.
Hello.
And we have Yvonne.
Hi.
Yeah, we'll get into their game in a bit. But before we start, this podcast is sponsored by Minimap, your ultimate gaming hub. Yeah, just basically do anything about video games on Minimap. We actually recently released the new mid-year recap feature. I don't know if you've tried that one yet, Anthony, but I think I played I've spent like 100 hours this year so far. I'm pretty sure you spent like 2,000 hours this year.
Probably.
How many games did you play this year?
A lot. Too many.
Yeah, we'll probably ask them the same questions later too. But yeah, so here is our sponsor video before we get into the story of the devs. Welcome to Minimap, where all your games come together in one place. Track your gameplay, share reviews, and connect with gamers who share your passion. Too many games across too many platforms? Minimap keeps everything in one place. Sync your Steam, PlayStation, Xbox, and Nintendo accounts to automatically import your games, playtime achievements, trophies, and gamer score, and even more. You even get a complete achievement calendar to track your gaming progress month by month. Play anywhere, track everything, all on Minimap. Reviews matter, so we built a review system designed specifically for gamers. Sure, Elden Ring is one of the greatest Souls game ever made, but does that mean every category deserves 5 stars? On Minimap, you can rate graphics, gameplay, optimization, story, and more separately. Looking for honest reviews from real gamers? Chances are you'll find them on Minimap. Ever search social media for great gaming content only get to bury it under unrelated posts and fake gamers? On Minimap, you decide who to follow based on their actual gameplay. You can even see how compatible your gaming tastes are with other players. You can sync games, buy games, talk about games, review games, rate games, collect games, live games, and love games. You can do everything on Minimap. Minimap, your ultimate game. All right. I feel so much better that I don't actually have to say stuff when the ad is playing. It's almost like automatically recorded. Yeah. And also, Zach would have laughed at me again if he was there, if you were here, but he's away from...
He is laughing at you now.
Yeah, I wish he was here.
Somewhere.
Yeah, but he probably is laughing. By the way, he went away for what, like training? Some sort of training that he had to do. I have no idea what that is, but he actually shares some pictures of him training. I don't think I'm allowed to share that here, but he looked happy. Yeah. See if you're watching.
I don't think so.
If you're watching this, Zach, yeah, but yeah. But yeah, thank you so much for coming, Roberto and Yvonne. I know you guys are holding your the merches of the two characters that are on or in your games, and you guys just want to kind of introduce them to us. Could you guys tell us a little bit about yourselves, the studio, and the game, and the characters that you guys are holding?
Okay. Go ahead, Yvonne.
Okay. The company, the name is Arnett, and the game is inspirational in these toys, Pollito and Xiang Xiang. Initialized the process, the creation of the game in 2021, and actually the company is here in Colombia, but presently in 2022, moving from Canada. Roberto is actually in Canada.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so Arnix as a company started in 2012. Uh, and since then, we started as a company that make advert games until 2018 when we switched the focus to only create our own IPs. So far, we have 6 games from our own IPs, and this game, the game of Pollito and Xiang Xiang, is our latest game. And actually, something funny is that originally we didn't plan to make a game of these 2 characters, but the thing is that every time that we showcase our other projects, we bring these toys because they are the mascots of the company. And
Oh.
every time that we went to a expo with these toys, everybody told us, "Hey, why don't you put these characters as a cameos of your games?" So we started doing that for some games until everybody told us, "Hey, why don't you make a game of these 2 characters, a full game of those 2 characters?" So that's how started the idea of creating the game.
Oh.
And additional, the
Mm,
game is inspirational in different locations in Colombia. Food, Colombia, flora and fauna. I don't remember the name. Is the vegetation special in Colombia and the animal special animals. For example, Pollito and Xiang Xiang in the video game is a toys, but the animals, the neighborhoods in general in the game is more animal inspirational here in Colombia.
Ah, okay. So some of the NPCs and the characters that the other animal characters are probably or basically are the animals that are, living in Colombia. They live in Colombia.
Yes.
Okay, I
Yes.
see. I see. I've seen. I don't remember because I remember doing a lot of like puzzles while doing that, and also I had to do. But yes, and also I think you guys are probably the first South America based studio that came to our podcast.
Oh,
Did we have
Thank
anyone else?
you. Thank you.
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
mm, I
I
actually don't recall.
I don't recall any because like it's like they're in like U.S., Canada, New Zealand, Europe, a little bit
Do,
in
do, do
in
we have
Asia.
some? Yeah, I don't recall at
Yeah,
all.
because I know this is episode 93, I think. So of all the 93 studios that we met, you guys are the first South American. Yeah, represent.
Oh,
Yeah,
Yeah, that's cool.
very, very cool.
yeah, that's awesome. So it's I actually think it's amazing that you guys have decided to create like okay so from the beginning I say like why how did the 2 characters become the mascot of your studio, like what was the idea behind that when you first started it?
Oh well, it's yeah. I mean, these 2 characters have like different stories. Basically, I mean, in Colombia, we still eat a lot of chicken. So basically, every weekend, every time that we say, okay, what we will go to eat, the answer was chicken. And I remember that in some travel, I think that maybe during one GDC or I don't remember. It was in San Francisco. It was also a weekend, and we were hungry, and then we were like looking at some toys. Actually, some toy. I mean, these toys, and then we say, okay, where we go to eat? The answer was always chicken. So for some reason we took this small chicken, and I don't know why we bought this toy, but then we go and eat the chicken, and after that we start bringing this one to all of our events. Later on, the panda, the story of Hanshin was interesting because it was during a travel that we did to Japan, our
Hmm,
first
hmm.
travel to Japan ever. So we went to the Ueno Park, and in the Bueno Park, we bought this toy, and during that travel, we didn't bring the chicken because it was just a vacations travel. But for some reason, I don't remember. In one of in the events, we just bring these two toys. I mean, and
Okay.
I'm sorry.
Don't
And
worry.
after that, naturally, we just started uh, uh, showing them in the events. Perhaps because they were so small. So you can travel with them very easily. Um, so it was one of the reasons. Also because our the games that we do in our company have like two styles, like the serious sci-fi style and the cute style. And basically, for the we because we don't have like any type of physical toy character or similar for the sci-fi games. We bring these two characters on the event. So that's how we ended with those two characters. I don't. Maybe one might remember
Okay,
something.
in Colombia, I have organized the event called the Expo Unity Colombia for 5 years, and many developers here not talking with the other person is more scared. The sensation is more. I don't know. I don't speak. I'm using these toys for talking with the person inspired. Other developers. Okay, for example, hello, hi, you can try this game, and the idea for present the games the other developers in these events and continuous practice the voices and present the toys and in special these characters the personalized is different. Pollito is a roadster and Xiang Xiang is so cute. Is a more for the sensation the panda is cute. I'm using these toys and continues in the company talking with other persons using the voices and okay if many developers and publishers say okay using these toys your mascots in your games.
Okay. Cause I don't, cause like usually like panda is related to like China. I know
Yes,
that for sure.
Yeah.
Cause
i
like
i love the pandas.
yeah, I mean, who doesn't love panda? I know Anthony has like 5 panda plushies when he goes to sleep. I know you have one of those at your house, but so yeah, that's pretty. So like eventually something that you bring to all the other exhibitions kind of became your mascot naturally. It feels like, and then you guys kind of brought them because everybody kind of remembered you guys by the mascots as well. I guess it kind of naturally
Mm.
became, and then they gave them names. We should actually have our own mascot for the podcast, Anthony. Do you want a character as a because like the dragon is me. Well, I don't know if you can see that.
Oh,
Oh.
That's me.
cool.
Um, the cat is our Minimap's mascot. Navi. We already had that. If you can become a mascot, what would you be? Like an animal, Anthony.
Hmm.
If you can represent.
Hmm. It's gonna be hard because I like all animals.
I know you're an animal lover. What about you guys? Do you guys have any other animals that you guys like other than the panda and the chick?
The dots,
The what? Sorry.
dots, dots, puppies.
Oh, puppies. Yeah, dogs. Okay. Anthony has
Yes,
a
Who doesn't like one?
we also. If for some reason we haven't choose chicken and a panda, probably our characters will be dogs because we I mean, we both had dogs when we were young as mascots, and so basically we are we both of us are more of a dog person than, for example, a cat person. So it
Okay.
will,
Huh. I know
Oh,
Anthony.
there you go.
Go.
Capybara.
Yeah. Anthony wants to be a
Oh,
capybara. Okay, I think I like that. I like that.
it's cute.
We should definitely have a
All they do,
character.
they just sit down and just do nothing all day.
Yeah, capybaras do that. They're very chill and like very friendly, right? They're the one who like becomes
Yeah,
friends with like all the animals, and then they just like
yeah, they're like pandas also.
yeah.
Just who
Yeah,
just sits there
pandas
and
are
do
also
nothing
pretty
or do
chill too.
nothing all day.
Yeah, pandas are pretty chill too. Yeah, so I mean, so you guys actually gave him the names for the characters. Who named the characters?
Iwan.
You named the characters?
Yes.
What's the story behind that?
Okay, Xiang Xiang. I love the sky, and remember in the bueno part, the person say, "See, there is a new panda. This is the name is Xiang Xiang." And okay, Xiang Xiang is what is the significant Xiang Xiang? And one person, the China person say, "Xiang Xiang is a sky." Okay, sky is Xiang 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 is the reason.
Oh, okay. They have the different
And
accents, right?
Pollito is a little chicken in Spanish. And many persons
Oh, Pojito means.
pollito and many persons say here, what is the name of pollito? Pollito. Okay, I don't
Uh,
the question is oh my god, pollito,
okay,
yes.
okay, Pojito. Okay. You speak Spanish, Anthony, right?
Yes.
Oh no, I'm terrible at Spanish.
I didn't take Spanish either. I took French.
The other name the character including in the game, for example, Rapioso is a sleepy bear. Is a the bear the what is the real explanation? The bird with the hands is very long and is slowly
The
rapid. Is a you remember the movie the Zootopia?
yes.
You remember in the bank is a more slowly or
Oh,
beers
oh, oh, sloth,
Oh,
sloth.
sloth.
Yes,
A
and
sloth.
idea is rapid is fast. Also,
Oh,
you remember the first time see that movie? Okay, I imagine is a this beer is fast, but in the moment is not the process is
yeah,
okay.
yeah, very slow, very slow.
Utopia
Yep.
continue the process is slow, but in my head is rapid also. Immediately change
Okay.
the name for rapid also and imagine the beer more fast in the world, but it's a really is slow. It's a crazy idea, but using in the game.
Okay.
First in NPC, you need save this in NPC in the world.
Okay. I
Hmm.
think we should
Okay.
definitely watch the trailer first so that people know what kind of game it is. And then we can
It's a panda
probably
game and chicken game.
probably talk a little bit more from there. So let's watch the trailer together. I think
This is the most updated one.
yes, this is the one specifically shared by Yvonne. It was showcased at the Xbox. So the demo is available, guys. Oops.
I'm amazed.
Go play the demo.
I saw, I saw a chicken
Say what?
with a bear hat. I saw a chicken with a bear hat.
I know. And
His
also
ass was there with the bear cans and everything.
I saw them throwing stuff too. I didn't get that far in the demo, but so I know it's a platformer, I would say, and also it's like a local. It also offered local co-op mode as well, so you can actually play as separate characters, or you can actually play solo and then switch between the two characters. It kind of reminded me of the Little Nightmare in a way, how it has like a little AI companion, and then you have to actually solve the puzzles. I know it's not exactly the same, but like you have to solve the puzzle with using your AI companion.
Hmm. Okay.
Yes, yes. The game is something like that. Uh, and although the game doesn't have too much focus on platforming, mostly because in the game the Pollito is the only one that can jump,
Yes.
whereas Xiang Xiang can't. So although there are some platforming during the game design of the game, like trying to design the levels in a way in which you can use both based on those different skills,
Hmm.
basically kind of force us to 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 turn down the platforming features in the game. So right now it could be said that it's more akin perhaps to the old Zelda games, in which, for example, Link's Awakening, in which you can jump. The jump is, I mean, the jump is not necessary to progress through the game, but just to progress through some small parts of the game. So it's more like that, because that was one of the really challenge that we had while developing the game, like how to make the game work when you were playing in single player mode versus playing in local multiplayer.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, because sometimes some game mechanics worked very well when you were playing with another person, but
Right.
you play alone, the game becomes very difficult or not so fun to play. So most of the design decisions also comes from those play testing that we did either by ourselves or in those events like the one that Yvonne mentioned, the Expo Unity, which is in Colombia it was an event that happened that happened every year, and that is akin to a Comic Con. It's more or less of a Comic Con. So we had Yvonne had like a space there in which she could present other indie games during that event. So that helped us to polish the game, to polish no, I mean our games and also the
Hmm.
games of the rest of the people that were showcasing in the Expo Unity.
Mm, I see.
This event is the one event in Colombia. The solution for many developers, indie developers in Colombia, is open for the all developers. I have the actual lead the community, Unity User Group Community Colombia, for 10 years. In this process, talking with the developers, many developers say, I need one space for the person play my game, testing, I need feedback. Okay, I create this event with other partners, and for 6 years, continue the process. And okay, no, is break for the pandemic, but the process continues online.
Mm, okay.
So yes, that helped us to get a lot of feedback, and basically during that process is that we found like those those difficulties. And something else that was very challenging with our game was the fact that the split is, I mean, the local multiplayer mode is a split screen, so that means that the character could go to the end of the world, and the character could go to the other end of the world. So that, so not just in the no, I mean, trying to figure out to how to manage that. Uh, it was difficult not just in the in the game design part, but also in the technical part, because
Mm-mm.
I mean, I mean, if you need to get the game to run to run in a good frame rate, for example, Nintendo Switch,
Mm.
several games relies on having the character very close, so you don't have so you don't have to render like the whole world. But as our game was designed in a way in which both characters could go, I mean, could go their own way, basically by the time in which we realize that that would be a problem, it was like too late to make the game local, in to make the game work in a way in which the multiplayer only work in a single screen. So basically we start using uh, like, I mean, we start playing with with the level design in order to avoid for the characters to go too far between them and things like that.
Mm.
More
Okay.
similar for you are the free exploration for any possibility in split screen.
Mm. Okay. I think having those feedback, especially in the early stages of development, is pretty crucial because you need someone outside of your team to actually test it pretty in depth so that they can give you like some kind of feedback, and then for you guys to actually figure it out, the way to improve it or polish it at least.
Yes,
Yeah.
this is very important for us. Any opportunity for feedback is values.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So that's why, you guys have like the demo out. I think a lot of indie devs also want to promote the game, but also at the same time want to get some feedback while other people play the demo itself. And then if they're hooked enough, then they'll give you like some quality feedbacks and stuff as well. Yeah, and also I actually like the fact that the chick can the chick can jump, but the panda cannot jump. So you're almost like forced to switch between characters because usually when you have those like like single player and then you have like an AI companion, it's usually like you basically play with just one character because both of the characters usually have like the same mechanics and gameplays. But this one you actually are almost forced to play both characters. And also, I like the rolling of the panda too, like because like you're able to like destroy object with by rolling instead of
Yes.
like hitting with the chick's like wings and stuff. Which which character did you like more, Anthony? The chick the oh, okay, I'm not even gonna.
Panda.
Did you like the panda too? I like the panda too. Bo- yeah, Pollito and Xiang Xiang. Yeah, I like the panda too. Why did you like the panda more, Anthony?
Because the panda go well.
Yeah.
That's how that's how I roll every day.
Yeah, I know. I was just like rolling all over the place because like I kind of felt like Sonic in a way because like kind of
You
Sonic
know,
kind of.
also to be honest, there's not that many panda games out there if you think about it also.
Huh.
It's like you see more games that has chickens in it more than pandas.
Okay.
And I don't know people are, and it's like I guess people are just have a hard time to think like what can a panda do? What can I do with a panda in a video game? Because when you think about it, there's not that much we could think. Like like compared to a chicken.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, if you think about it, like the medium that actually did that the best would probably be Kung Fu Panda. It's not a
Hmm.
game, but
Okay.
like Kung Fu Panda is the where like they actually showed like what pandas can do with like bellies and stuff.
Yeah.
But other than that, I guess like in terms of like video games, I can't think of any games that are focused
No.
on like having a panda as like the main character.
I mean, the most recent thing I can think of is this one game where a panda is actually working in a shopping market.
But that doesn't
That's
give
about it.
you
No, but that's the only kind of panda games has. That's the thing. When it comes to chicken, to chick, you see chickens in every single cozy game category everywhere.
very much. Yep. Like
Like
and
people,
also
like people expect to see a chicken.
like I think if you play any kind of like farming, like farm related games, you'll expect people
Hmm.
to have like chicken as characters, like. And also, there are
Hmm.
even like some games where the main character is an egg. I've seen some of those.
Hmm.
Like, there's a game called like an extremely difficult game or something that was like a game that I caught my eyes. But I don't think
Yeah,
any
it's
like
like
yeah.
not that many. Like now you keep thinking about it. It's like that one other animal that you don't see that often. The axolotl
Okay.
is you don't see many axolotl games character in there. Also, it's only a few.
Did we have a dev who actually had a character?
Yeah, that's what I meant. A few.
We
Yeah,
just
you see
recently had
like
one.
once in a while.
Yeah,
Hmm.
yeah. The dungeon dining and dungeon dining table.
Because the developer also said the reason why we chose the axolotl character is because it's not everyone uses it.
Yeah.
It's always something else that it will keep using the same over and over and over.
Yeah, I think so. Cause like I can think of like a lot of games that focus on like gameplay of animals, like having animals as main characters. But I don't. I guess I can't think of any games that are where you're like a panda. Um,
No,
you play as panda and you're like the main
no,
character of it.
that's the thing. I can't think of many
Yeah.
at all.
Did you guys also get like any reference from any other games? Maybe like do you guys know any games that play that you could play as a panda?
No, actually, actually, when we were designing the skills of both characters, uh, we were thinking on both like what both animals do in the real life, but also we took inspiration from other games in which there aren't like, I mean, not necessarily animal related. For example, actually, the panda, the panda rolling to destroy things was something that was kind. I mean, it wasn't there in the beginning of the game. It could be say that it was one of the latest additions. Uh, because at first the panda, I mean, Chan Chan will only runs through the big obstacles, but the roll was partially because of Sonic. I don't know if
Hmm.
it was because
Yeah,
one
I
of the
think yeah.
Sonic movies were launched at the time. So after seeing the Sonic movies and seeing the videos of the pandas just rolling around, that's how we decide some of the skills. But for example, Yvonne likes a lot the Kirby games, and
And that reason with Pollito no fly, but it's a jump very high.
Oh, the Kirby games, you mean? Yeah,
Yes,
yeah, yeah.
Kirby
The
games.
Kirby game, Kirby game. Okay, okay. Yes, yes, yeah, 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 yeah.
I love Kirby.
Okay, so
But
so Zach actually is the one who loves Kirby so much. He's probably hating the fact that he's missing this episode. But
Mm.
Kirby, yes, I think a lot of I think Kirby actually gave inspiration to a lot of jumping moves to many other characters, like the Fluffy and like yeah, Fluffy characters. I'll bet.
True.
Yeah,
Yeah.
doesn't like Nintendo have like the IP or the rights to like
Mm.
jumping motion of all the game characters or something? They have
I
some
mean,
like ridiculous.
it's the way they jump.
Yeah, that's like do they have like the patent for that too? Like they have like ridiculous.
Yeah, it's the way they're supposed to jump. It's like
Yeah,
how Mario jump with his fist up in the air. That
right,
that's why
right.
he can do that.
Yeah, but what about Kirby though? is Kirby? Do you think it's patented?
I'm trying to think. How does Kirby jump? Let's
It's
see.
like boop, boop, boop.
Here more fly, no jump.
Yeah,
I
because
don't think I don't think Nintendo has that way of Kirby jump. I think Nintendo made Kirby jump based on inspiration from other characters from other games too,
okay, they were also inspired too. Then
because it's just a regular jump mechanic.
yeah, yeah, I guess so. I guess so. But yeah, Sonic. I think Sonic is a big inspiration for you guys. I guess, like you said. Were there any like other like indie games that you guys kind of like were inspired or motivated by?
It takes two.
It
It,
Takes Two. Yes,
it,
It Takes Two. Takes Two. Yeah, yeah, yeah. That's a
um,
very good
it's
game.
we got inspiration and in special for the co-op game, and the idea is in occasions is continue the history. In moment I need more help the other player,
Mm-hmm.
and in occasions for me it's frustrated not complete the challenge or the but it's a change the idea for Pollito and Xiang Xiang needed the both abilities, but it's not possible continuous in the travel in the world. Okay, it's more easy. Pollito cope with Xiang Xiang with destroy in special the ovnis, the obstacles, special obstacles, but it's not impossible continue the history. It's normal for us. The history is free. In occasions, you are replay. Okay, and explain again. Sorry.
Yeah, yeah. Go
Pollito,
yeah. Okay, yeah, go
okay.
ahead.
Pollito, in occasion, no need the panda, but the panda need the chicken. And it's more for okay for, change the idea and okay Pollito not very high jump need the
Yes, yes.
panda join inside the panda for more height in
Okay.
the
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
but these are similar bullying but not this bullying.
Right,
It's
right.
more for the brothers. This is a brother continues helping, but in occasions the brothers no continue the similarity. And the
Mm.
other
Mm, okay.
game inspirational is I don't remember Robert. The indie
Okay.
game.
Um, the, there we for inspirational games, we also went for we also went for mostly for multiplayer games.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
But the difference that we wanted to to do with our game is that we want our game to be kind of cozy in the way that you don't need to. I mean, you won't get punished if, for example, you miss a puzzle or similar. I mean, for example, in the game, you don't have any energy health or similar. I mean,
Mhm.
basically, if you don't progress through the game, the only penalty is that, I mean, you can progress through the game, but it's not something like in other games in which you lose life or you lose energy and you go backtrack. Most because of the split screen nature of the local multiplayer and the two characters nature of the game, some of our inspirational titles are also Metroidvania games, uh,
Mm,
in a way that our game doesn't have levels per se. It's just one big level that you will unlock as you progress. So you have to do some backtracking. So that's the Metroidvania part of it, like the backtracking, like unlocking new ways to return or to go to some parts of the game. And because I mean, our game from the start was meant to have a heavy emphasis on two characters and in local multiplayer, and because local multiplayer games aren't as I mean there aren't as much local multiplayer games. Most of them are online co-op games. Most of our inspirational titles are are basic. I mean, basically, we don't have like a small set of inspirational titles, but instead, we took parts of several games, even some retro games, uh, in order like to build part of the level designs of our games. I think that we wanted to try to mimic is sorry is one game called Bakeru. I don't know if you have heard about it. It's like the spiritual successor of the old Gambare Goemon games, which were very heavily inspired on the Japanese culture. So, in order to add those Colombian elements, those Colombian culture elements, we wanted to do something like that, but not as heavily as that game. I mean, we don't wanted to make a game in which we overexpose the Colombian culture, but instead something in which I mean, if you are from Colombia, you understand like the things that are from the Colombian culture without saturating. I mean, it's not like games like, for example, Guacamole, in which like the Mexican culture is
Mm,
oversaturated. I mean, it has its own charm, but in our game, because the characters aren't precisely Colombian animals, or so we wanted to make something that doesn't that have several Colombian elements, and those games like Bakeru, like Gambare Goemon, or even Guacamole, in which their culture from their countries are heavily expressed in the game, also like help us to understand better how we could do something like that, but without converting this game in a game that is just 100% a Colombian culture type of game.
mm, okay. I think it is. You've said a lot of things, but I think one of the things that I really wanted to kind of ask you guys is, the set of level, like, the difficulty of the game, because I know you guys said you kind of wanted to set a tone where the game is very cozy for a lot of people, but at the same time, a lot of people would like to have that challenge where, if it's too easy and if you're not dying, like, it's like, it might not actually be in it might not be their cup of tea. And also, like, for myself, like, I mean, I hate dying in games, obviously, like, who likes dying in games? But like, I think I like the challenge where after you die a couple times, or like if there's like a limit of like how many hits you can take from an enemy, or like if you just die and then you have to like go all the way back to a certain point or something, and then you kind of fight through it, learn from it, and then you kind of overcome those difficulties and obstacles. I believe so. I think for this game particularly, and I also like. There's another game that it was like very similar style. I think it was called Tito, or you remember Anthony, all those the different games. I think also the Dining Dungeon.
Tino's
Oh
one of
no,
them.
yeah, Tito was one of them. There's like another one, the Fox one, I think. The guy who was doing like the physical disc. I don't remember if you can die in that game or not. So like I think it's probably difficult, especially for the development team, to like set a right difficulty for the game. How'd you guys decide? Like weren't there any feedback saying like, oh, I wish I could? There's like you could die. I mean, I know you can die. Like basically, if you like fall into the water, you like go back to the checkpoint. I've done that like so many different times trying to like solve the puzzles. But yeah, so how'd you guys manage to do go through that like within the team?
Well, actually, the game. I mean, during all the iterations of the game, we experimented with several options, like from having an energy health, from having life, or
Mm,
even
mm,
one of the craziest stuff that we tried was having an stamina bar, in which basically you need to eat constantly food.
Okay.
So that
Mm.
was one of the last tries that we did before like deciding of not having life or
Mm.
anything like that.
Mm.
Uh, because basically part of the inspirations on the difficulty comes actually from the Kirby games, uh, because the Kirby games are also kind of easy in the way that in the way that everybody could grab the game and can play, and unless they go to these special levels or they are in the last levels of the game, you can move easily through the game. So that was like our inspiration, especially because Yvonne likes Kirby a lot. And looking through, Yvonne have played basically all the Kirby games.
Right. I
Um,
didn't play all the fairy games either.
so basically, looking at all of the Kirby games, basically all of the main Kirby games are kind of easy games. If you, for example, play Super Meat Boy or are
Ooh.
used to play the Super Mario games and gathering all the stars, all the collectibles. The Kirby games are quite easy. So so basically that give us the inspiration of like trying to get like that balance. And yes, it was difficult to get the right graph of difficulty. I think that we what we wanted to achieve is like that for the first for the first 15 minutes of the game to be very not quite not necessarily easy but accessible. In a way that you don't feel frustrated, and
Mm.
Mm.
basically trying to make the game more challenging when you are already hooked into the game. Like
Okay.
is something like that, because the game itself is 10 hours is a 10 hours game. So basically, I mean, after you pass perhaps the 4 hour mark, you will start like getting what we feel is the real challenge of the game. Like,
Mm.
the game still don't punish you like in a way that you have to restart the whole game in order to do that. But the challenge that happens there, the puzzles, like like are left for provides a challenge to the players. So getting into that and perhaps trying to find in which moment you increase the difficulty level was the most challenging part of the game. And even if even right now we can be sure if the difficulty ladder that we have in the game is still is right or not yet. But yes, the idea of that of the easy of making the game more easy comes, it could be said that comes mostly from the Kirby games.
Okay. I
Mm.
think I like the idea, like, make it accessible, especially for the people who start first, and then as they play at least like couple hours or something, and then make it so pretty difficult so that it's also sufficiently challenging for those people who already spent a lot of hours into the game. Um, how difficult was the game for you, Anthony? I know you played so many different games. You probably like you beat everything with your eyes closed or something. But
I don't. I mean, it wasn't that difficult. I don't. I
yeah,
mean, if people who play Kirby games will get used to this
mm.
kind of game mechanic, pretty
Yes. I
much.
I I think so too. Yep.
So if for people like me, for me who are a big fan of Kirby games, it was just a walk in the park.
Like right in the area for you guys. Right in the alley. For you.
Hmm.
Did you finish the demo? I because I didn't finish the demo.
I don't think I finished the demo.
Yeah, I think I got it to the point where like you're supposed to like step on. I don't want to spoil anything, but like you gotta solve the puzzle with two different characters, and then you gotta go into the bridge and all that. But yeah, but I think and also one of the things that I liked kind of got used to after playing for a bit is that like if you kind of I guess die, die, but like if your character accidentally falls into the water, then you go back to the checkpoint. But the other character actually stays there. Like it'll try to follow you to the checkpoint. So like it can kind of switch the character right away so that you can actually stay at the place where you just like died. That was kind of funny too. Like your character, like the other character is like running towards you, but that you wanted to stay there so that I can like
Hmm.
switch the character and then start playing there from that point right away.
I mean, if you think about it, if you play it with online, like with local co-op, it's the same thing. Like if you die, I'll be waiting for you.
Yeah, exactly. But you can immediately like you can instantly switch the character, so that's pretty neat. But
You can.
then yeah, but then like if you die as a Pojito, but then you have to jump over something, then you kind of have to wait until Pojito comes to you because like you need the jump.
Yes.
Yeah, and that's yeah, I like that. And also you said it's gonna be about 10 hours of the gameplay. You say so. What percentage of the demo of the whole gameplay would be the demo? Like, is it like less than 10%? Like, is it like that?
I would say that is between 7% and it would be more or less 7% of the game.
Of the game? Okay.
Basically, basically when you finish the demo, you enter. When you finish the demo, you will enter like the first formal level, and in that level, for example, is when you find the first boss battle, the
Mm,
first formal battle, first boss battle of the game. So
Mm.
yes, so basically there are a lot of skills for the characters, puzzles that the demo doesn't have. I think that, for example, the demo don't allow you to buy all the things that you can buy for your house, the
mm,
furniture, the hats, and 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 also some of the elements that happens after the demo, that the demo shows slightly. For example, the fact that the Pollito and Xiang Xiang can transform in robots. That's something that is slightly hinted in the demo, but that in the final game is something that you need to use constantly in the game. So yes, and basically that was, actually trying to get the demo to the right size. It was also difficult in the way that we actually had to move some of the skills and puzzles that originally that originally appear after perhaps 2 hours of gameplay. We have to bring some of them into the demo, just
Mm.
for the players to have a real taste of what the demo of how the whole game will be. So because for the demo, we were like testing two ways of doing the demo. First, like only showing the first part of the game, uh, and second, like bring the characters in, I don't know, perhaps 30 or 40% of the full game, when they have some of their abilities. We tested both options, but basically the option that worked best was having the player to start as if the game in the I mean using the original first levels of the game, but bringing some of the skills that they gather later in the game. So that doesn't mean that the full game won't have those. Actually, that force us to change the design of the game. So basically, those extra puzzlers, those extra skills, basically move earlier into the game, into the playthrough. So basically, that helped us to increase the difficulty on some of the puzzles later in the game, because by that point you are already used to those. We also and that also help us to bring another puzzles, because basically while testing the demo, we also discovered ways to do new puzzles. So it was I mean, doing the demo and doing the demo was also like a nice experience by itself. I mean, it wasn't just cut the game to the first 40 minutes of the whole game. It was also trying to trying to have the right elements in the demo.
Mhm.
So again, again, maybe we could add more elements, but so far that was like the approach that we did.
I see. Okay. Yeah, I think it's always pretty difficult to set like how much of the game you want to showcase during the demo. That's also one of the things that you guys also have to decide. It's a strategic move, I would say too. It's like you can't just say like, oh, I'm just gonna show them whatever until the first boss, but like you still need to like let them kind of get hooked into the game. Um, and do you have any plans for like when do you have like a rough window of when the game is going to be released?
The idea is launch the game in this year,
Okay.
but only in Xbox first time. And in 2027, launch the game in all the platforms.
Okay. So PC first, you said?
In
No,
Xbox.
Oh, Xbox. I mean, oh, sorry, Xbox,
Okay,
Xbox.
okay. Explain. Robert explaining me better.
I mean, this game. We plan to launch on Xbox this year before GTA 6.
Before GTA 6. Very important.
uh, and next year we plan to launch the Steam version, the PlayStation version, and the Switch version.
So you
Uh,
guys, okay.
That's
so
actually interesting.
Yeah, that's a pretty interesting strategy. You guys are starting with Xbox first.
Wait, why Xbox first though?
Yeah,
And then
that's my question.
usually when we talk to the indie developers, they always say, "Oh yeah, we drop Steam first, and console later."
Yeah.
well, basically, the thing with Xbox is that our company is also focused mostly on console games. So all of our
Oh,
we start making our games first on consoles. So actually, for us, it's kind of difficult to, for example, make our games work with mouse and keyboard. Basically, because we are so used to play with a gamepad, with a controller,
Uh,
that basically trying to make a proper PC version with like having the right mappings for the keyboard and mouse is kind of difficult. Also the other difficulty with the PC versions is that on consoles you have fixed hardware. I mean, you have the Xbox, the PlayStation, and the Switch. They have a specific hardware, and
yeah.
everybody will have the same hardware. Whereas on PC, you might have a very powerful PC, you might have an older PC, you might have the same PC but with different drivers, for example, and that makes kind of difficult for us to assure that the game will have the same experience. So basically, actually the game started as actually before the Xbox version. We have the game running on Switch. I mean, we have the game running on Switch I mean, from basically almost the start of the project. That also helped us. That was very good because that helped us to assure that, for example, on low end machines on PC, the game will run fine. Because I mean, if it runs
Okay.
on Switch One, I mean, it will run basically on everything.
Yeah.
So the reason on Xbox was also because of the demo. I mean, we already have launched the demo on Xbox. Technically, it's also playable on PC through the Microsoft Store. So because we have already that version ready, uh, for us it will be easier. It will be easier to have that version very quickly, and also because of the visibility that we got thanks to being part of the ID Xbox demo fest of June. That
Hmm.
also helps us to have visibility on the platform. So we don't want to like to know, we want to take advantage of that extra visibility on Xbox for doing that, and maybe with that extra visibility that could help us for the other versions of the game. But the thing is that because, for example, on PlayStation, uh, maybe we will be able to launch the the game on Switch also this year, but we don't know. I mean, everybody's scared of GTA 6 because
Yeah.
I mean,
Who is not scared of GTA 6?
and for PlayStation, it's true. I mean, for PlayStation, it will be true that our if we launch our game this year on PlayStation, nobody will play it because PlayStation is also seen as a more hardcore platform than, for example, Xbox or PC or Switch. So basically, that was the reason we wanted to make the we wanted to make the Steam version right. And for example, right now, even if we have the game running pretty well on all console platforms, we are still struggling on PC on, for example, making the game work in local multiplayer with one gamepad and keyboard and mouse. So those weird
Mm.
configurations that you also find on PC
Hmm.
are the things that, for example, the Xbox Store version doesn't require us to have. So, and the players that play some PC games through the Microsoft Store, they also used to play with controllers. So that's why we decide that Xbox could be like the best way to to take advantage of the extra visibility of that Microsoft event, and also to prepare the ground for the next versions.
Mm.
Okay, that was actually a very strategic move too. Like, it was very well thought out of before making the decision. It wasn't just you guys weren't just like following all the other what other people are doing. I guess yeah. It's pretty understandable. I can't we can't say like if it's um I don't know. Like, we'll see like what happens because we don't know because like before because I don't even know. Like, these days, like there like with so many indie games coming out, and like I have no idea which one is gonna go like well, which one is gonna do well or not, or I have no idea. Like, it's just almost like
Like,
gambling in a way.
yeah, no one expected Mecha Chameleon to be such a
Yeah,
blowout
like
game.
who knew Mega Chameleon would sell like 15 million copies? Like, we had no idea.
Wow.
Like, developed by two people, like there's no publisher. The two people just like sold like I think it's like up to like 17 million now, I think. That's crazy. Um,
Yeah, multiplayer games always tend to sell out really fast.
yeah, especially
Hmm.
the ones that looks fun for other people to watch
Yeah.
streamers do.
Now, if it's a single player game, the only way it will ever sell out really fast if it has a really good, strong story behind it.
Yeah, like
That's the only way.
Expedition, like the Expedition
Yeah,
33 type of thing. But
yeah.
Wait, how big is your studio? Yvonne.
The Sorry, can you repeat?
Oh, how big is your studio? How many people are in the
Okay,
studio?
actually, it's a 9 persons. The
Wait, what was it again?
9 persons is
Nine people?
the 9 persons.
Okay.
But in occasions, depending the project, is a possible complete with helping the other persons in the specific projects.
Ah, okay.
But actually, it's a 9 persons. But
Okay.
Roberto and me is the principal developers, testing all the game
Okay.
time and validate the special techniques and present the game in the events.
Hmm, I see. Awesome.
Usually start. I mean, all of our usually Yvonne and myself, we are the ones that start all of the projects. I mean, we start prototyping, we start designing, and then when we have something solid, or we have resources or funding, or the project is ready to start, is that we get the help of the rest of the 7 people. So it could be said that sometimes just the two of us, sometimes the full 9 persons. It depends on, as Simon said, on the
Mm,
project and the state of what we are doing at the moment.
mm. Okay. Cool. Cool. Yeah. Yeah. I think it's kind of time to wrap up things. But do you have any other questions, Anthony?
Um, can we get the plushies?
Yeah. Where can we get the plushies?
Oh,
Where do we get the plushies?
okay.
Actually, that's
Or
something.
if we doing any merchandise
Okay.
at all for your game?
This question receive the question anytime. But Robert, continues, please.
Yes, actually, that's something, as Yvonne said, is something that everybody asks us. Like,
Okay.
hey, how we can get those projects? And that's something that we plan to explore. To explore this year, like trying to do a Kickstarter for trying to bring these characters. I mean, a Kickstarter that won't be necessary for finishing the game, but it will be more for getting the plushies, perhaps alongside the game. Uh, we are having some conversation with some partners that maybe can help us with that. But for that, we need to have like at least 200 persons interested on that Kickstarter.
Mm,
If we
Okay.
have 200 persons interested in that Kickstarter, more or less 200 persons
Okay.
is
okay.
it will be enough for us to make plushies. So if we got that goal, yes, we can. I mean, we definitely can send you the plushies of Pollito and
Yes.
Xiang.
Yeah. So if you start it and then share the link or something, I'll share it around to see if people are interested too.
Thank you. Yes.
Yeah. Thank you so much for coming, guys. Do you have anything you want to tell to the audience that the listeners and the people who are watching this? Do you have anything you want to say?
Uh, thank you for the invitation to the podcast. We invite everybody to try the game. The game has have a demo both on Steam and on Xbox. Uh, so the Xbox demo is newer than the Steam one. So
Okay.
Oh.
they have some additional improvements, but the overall game, I mean the overall game is more or less the same on both platforms. So I mean, if you try on Steam, you won't miss too much of the demo that we have right now on Steam. So and also any feedback will be very appreciated, because our plan, even if we launch this year the Xbox version, we plan to continue updating the game, like with feedback that we got, and maybe adding additional stuff. So it's not a project in which we just launch it and we just forget about that. No, it's the idea is to continue improving the game. So yes. So any feedback, even if it's a harsh feedback, I mean, we're happy to receive that to receive that feedback. And also something else that Ivan could explain is that Pollito and Xiang Xiang Adventure in the Forest is not the only game in which Pollito and Xiang Xiang are the protagonists.
Okay. I'm explaining more fast. Pollito and Xiang Xiang launched recently one game inspirational in soccer ball.
Okay.
For the World Cup, and Pollito and Xiang Xiang is not possible see the matches for the price the tickets and create the property World Cup. And the other characters in this world prepare different spaces in the world, in the other world for the continue to create the matches. And actually, the game is a possible. You see the is a possible in wish list in Steam.
Okay.
So
It's the
so yes, Pollito and Xiang Xiang now have a spin-off game, a soccer spin-off game based on the World Cup. So
That's pretty good way to promote the game or promote the characters at least.
yeah.
yeah, so basically all the NPCs that are in the main game are in the soccer game. And
Mm.
it was a game that we did just for the fun of it, because I mean Vancouver was one of the cities host of the World Cup. So we decided to make a I mean to okay, what happened if we try to make a game with, I mean, like having some of them, but I mean, like a spin-off of the game. So yeah, so recently we launched the Steam page of that soccer game. The game is called Beastly Soccer,
Mm.
and the idea is that you will be part of the shared universe of Pollito and Xiang Xiang. So yes, I mean, if you enjoy Pollito and Chan Chan Adventure in the Forest, yes, we also invite you to wishlist Beastly Soccer, because you will see that board games beyond just the characters will be related
Oh,
with some surprises that we plan to do for board game for Pollito and Chan Chan Adventure in the Forest and Beastly Soccer.
Awesome.
oh, I see it.
I'll
Oh,
drop the link for both games. If you can share it to me, I'll just share all the
oh,
links to that.
I actually
That's
like this.
oh, Anthony's liking it already. So
Because
yeah,
I like soccer. Soccer is my favorite sport. That's why.
really.
Oh,
Did you
Yeah.
expect Spain won, right?
Yeah.
yes.
Did you expect Spain to win the whole thing, Anthony?
Yes. Pretty much.
Okay. Yeah, but yeah, now the World Cup's over, but still, a lot of people kind of had fun watching the games and stuff. I know that for
Yeah.
sure.
But it's not always over.
Yeah,
Soccer's
in,
never over.
yeah, in 4 years now. But anyways, yeah, thank you guys so much. Thank you so much for coming. And I wish you guys the best luck, and also for Pojito and Shanshan as well. Yeah, and everyone who were listening, please go play the demo and wishlist the game so that people can discover it even more, and also just have fun with it. It's a pretty, I guess, it's not difficult to play. I think if once you start playing it, it's pretty accessible, like Roberto said, for the first part at least, and then we'll be able to explore the world even more. Yeah. Thank you guys for coming, and
Thank you
thank
so
you for
much.
listening as well.
Thank you.
Yeah, go play the demo and wishlisted it. Bye, everyone.
Bye
Bye
bye.
bye.
Bye. Thank
Bye,
you.
everyone.
Thank
Thank you for
you.
coming.